Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. In this video, we're going to react to a very popular YouTuber who is going to show us four high potential stocks to turn $1,000 into $1 million. That's right, baby. We're talking about 1,000x potential return. What companies could this YouTuber be talking about? Well, let's dive right into it and see what good old Zip Trader has to say.
Folks, in today's video, we are going to break down 4 high potential stocks to turn $1,000 into $1 million. Now, in order to have the highest chance of achieving that goal, we need a combination of great companies with profitable, scaling, and proven business models. And they need to be in a hyper-growth sector. And we need to play them with a strategy, getting a good deal, getting in early, and or utilizing options to leverage your dollars. But that being said, we got
to use options now. So we're not just buying the stock. We're using options to get in early. We're going to talk about stocks that nobody has discussed before.
To be very, very lucky to be in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We are right now in a raging bull market, which means time spans can be sped up quite a lot. There's massive buy orders coming in Q1 of 2025, in addition to all the mega buy orders that are going to come with all those trillions of dollars in sideline cash. All of this is...
What is he talking about? Does he have like a spyglass where he can see into the future and see that buy orders are coming in? The market has been selling off over the last couple of trading days. What indication do you have that we have a mountain of buy orders coming in? What do you see that has fundamentally changed in the market that the market has not already priced in? Okay. I think a lot of the euphoria and the Trump election has already been priced in after he got elected. What's the catalyst, bro?
This firepower, which will be deployed largely in the equity market. We also have a change in administration, rapid technological development, and easing monetary policy, aka interest rates that are getting easier. Right now is the time to follow the 3 Gs. Buy great companies at great prices with a great strategy. But Charlie, $1,000 to $1 million, how's that even possible? If you bought $1,000 worth of NVIDIA shares in 2016, that $1,000 is now worth well over $1 million. If you put $1,000 in...
Guys, if you bought NVIDIA 8 years ago, you would have 1,000x your money. And he knows the stocks over the next 8 years that are going to 1,000x. Okay, I'm curious. I want to see what these stocks are. I'm going to build huge positions because these are all the next NVIDIAs.
And even moderately aggressive call options in, say, late 2022, when NVIDIA stock was trading in the $10 to $15 region, well, that original $1,000 investment could be worth many millions of dollars now, depending on...
If you just buy call options at the exact time that would give you the most profit, you'd be a multimillionaire. So just buy the call options at the exact appropriate time to maximize your profit. It's actually pretty easy, okay?
On what you bought. And NVIDIA, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, these are just a few examples of stocks that ran enough where you could have turned your $1,000 into $1 million just buying straight up shares. If you bought call options, well, maybe you need 1/10 the run. So anyways, in today's video, we're going to break down the top 4 stocks that you need to have on your radar if you want to turn $1,000 into $1 million. We're going to break down great prices for each of them, what strategy to deploy, and we're going to break down some things to keep in mind. And as always, if you're the one taking the risk, you got to be the one doing the ultimate frisk. Never get frisky without thinking about your risky, and vice versa. And quick note, my team and I just wrote up a guide for 2025. And this report is completely free. All you got to do is sign up with our email list down below, and you will get that email to you by our bot.
Do not give him your email address because you're going to be flooded with offers for all of his garbage
Immediately, and then you'll be subscribed to our free emails that are going to be coming day after day moving forward. Do not miss out on our email list because a lot of the stuff that you hear about here, quite frankly, it comes out on the email list first. And also, we are in the last days of our Santa sale on Zip Trader Options membership, so if you do want to get a substantial discount on the program, I'll go ahead and put the link to that down below. And again, Zip Trader Options membership includes our step-by-step lessons, our private chat, and our very famous alerts. So link down below, coupon code Santa.
Guys, pay for his options course, and you can get option alerts. Because you need to be alerted, but it's not financial advice, okay? So he's going to give you alerts of basically when to buy options. But if you lose money, it's not his fault because it's not financial advice. It's not specific financial advice. Telling you the exact strike price, expiration, and the exact option to buy, that's not financial advice, okay? That's on you. You need to do your own DD. But you need to pay him for the alerts.
65% discount. Okay, number 4, PayPal, PYPL. So PayPal right now is 70% off its highs. In today's market, there are very few household names that you can buy not just below their all-time highs, but 70% below. And this happens to be one of them. And I believe PayPal will climb back and reach those all-time highs in the next 12 to 18 months.
Okay, so PayPal's current market capitalization is 87 billion. Excuse me. So if I multiply that by 1,000, what do we get here? A million billion. So if PayPal 1,000 X's from an $87 billion market cap, it would be worth $87 trillion. For context, Apple stock is approaching $4 trillion. So PayPal is going to be about 20 times larger, more than 20 times larger than Apple stock. Seems legit. I mean, this is a high growth company with no competition whatsoever. PayPal, bro. They're changing their receipts. So when you buy something, you get ads on your receipts. That seems pretty bullish to me. 87 trillion. Here we come.
Why? Well, PayPal is a digital payments Goliath. It has about a 45% market share when it comes to most used payment processing technology worldwide. 45%. That ain't no small chickens. And whether you look at the US market or global,
nobody knows that, by the way. He literally pulled that up on Statista, but only he has that information.
Globally, the digital payments market is expected to grow rapidly over the coming years. And when you're buying PayPal, you're also buying all of its subsidiaries. Venmo, Swift, Financial, Braintree, so on and so forth, all of which have a very nice trajectory right now. And with payment volume picking up after the economic slowdown in 2022 and 2023, well, PayPal's numbers overall are improving, and future quarterly reports will reflect this even more. And markets are realizing this, and so PayPal stock is on a very nice and steady and beautiful recovery cycle, but it's got a long ways to go. How do we know that PayPal is a good value right now, though? PayPal used to trade at a PE ratio of 80 just a few years ago. Today, it trades at 21. In other words, you are getting far more earnings for every dollar of valuation buying PayPal today versus...
If the PE's lower in the future, that means it's cheap. It doesn't matter. Just buy low PE stocks. PayPal's PE is low. There's no reason why it's low. Not because of massive competition and declining margins. It's got a low PE, so you should buy it. Okay? I mean, I see it. The PE's low. It's cheap. It's got 1,000x. It's going to be an $87 trillion company.
Buying it a few years ago when it was trading much higher. What about price to sales? Well, price to sales were at 2.98. At peaks in 2021, we were at 14.52. So in terms of earnings, in terms of sales, you're literally paying so much less than you were paying in 2021. Almost nothing. On top of that, PayPal switched its CEO and overall leadership about a year ago, and the strategies that they've been implementing will reflect in a major way in 2025. Grouping that with excellent stock pricing and clear momentum on the chart, and it's pretty clear this is a nice buy opportunity. So how do you play that?
Literally the entire market looks like that chart. The entire market looks like that. The market dipped in 2022, and it's basically had a pretty crazy rally the last 2 years. This could be the S&P 500. Wow.
Well, we alerted 90 strike calls dating out to March 21st, 2025 for options members. But if you're going super aggressive, high risk, high reward, you can open up Moomoo and you can snap up 130 strike calls for 31 cents. That gives you 100 shares of coverage for the price of $31. And those are on a dip right now, so you're getting a bit of a discount there because of the IV crunch. Now, if you wanted to buy, say, 100 actual shares, you'd have to spend around $8,700, right? So your money goes much farther with options. What platform allows you to trade options? Well, Moomoo is one of the best ones out there. And if you want to sign up with Moomoo, they are offering up to 15 free stocks for our members down below.
It's called Moomoo. Does that seem like a place you'd want to seriously invest your money? Moomoo. Seriously? That's where we're putting our money now to buy options? Okay.
Anyways, number 3, RGTI for Rigetti Computing. So here's the thing with this stock. This stock is going parabolic right now because of the quantum computing megatrend that has emerged and is in full steam. I made a video breaking this down a few weeks ago and the other quantum computing stocks, and at the time the stock was at $9.85, and it's already more than doubled its high again. And I'll say now,
I've covered this. So let's go look at this stock real quick, okay? So quantum computers are not even going to be viable until minimum 2035. That's the projections. We don't even freaking know. It could be longer. But there's no serious functioning quantum computer that could do anything extraordinary. The reason quantum went crazy is because Google's Willow chip or whatever, that is supposedly going to make quantum at some point in the future more viable. This company had $11 million of trailing revenue and lost $60 million in net income. $60 million loss in the last 12 months on $11 million of revenue. Do you see how stock prices can be divorced from fundamentals? You think this is going to 1,000x? You know what's going to happen? It's going to collapse all the way back to what? 74 cents. This was a penny stock just a few months ago. Do you want to know why? because it was hot freaking trash that was probably going to go bankrupt. Oh, Quantum Willow. Yeah, great place. It's going to make sure you buy after the run, guys. After it runs up 400%, make sure you buy into Rigetti because quantum computing in 10 years, maybe.
What I said then, we can't possibly know how far a stock can run on crowd euphoria in the short term, so play if you want the momentum, but keep a stop loss. Now, that being said, the reason that it made it to today's video is because I do believe there's a play here, but you have to think out more medium to long term. So look at this dipperoo right here. It went from $12 to $6 in the course of a couple trading periods, and then right after
50% collapse in just a couple trading periods. That's a stock you should really consider putting your money in that's got 1,000x.
afterwards, the stock doubled again and then tripled. So that was an excellent trade over 2 weeks. Now think about this. What if you had bought it somewhere around the dip, you leveraged with options, and then you played the recovery cycle, the rally-ralito cycle? That would have been a very, very fast turnaround. So that's one play you...
This is the most insane grift I've ever seen. Okay, well, actually, I've seen crazier grifts. He just makes hypothetical scenarios if you timed something perfectly. If you timed everything perfectly, you would literally be a trillionaire. The problem is timing it perfectly, okay? We all can do basic mathematics. We can all look at a chart, find the exact bottom of any stock, and say, if I had bought call options there, I'd be a billionaire. Wow, what a freaking insight, trader, zip traitor.
You can do on future dipperoos, but the second one is also the overall long-term trajectory because this company genuinely has very, very captivating technology behind it. And so you'll have the trading opportunities with the big rally-rallitos and the dipperoos or the dippy-dippitos and then back and forth, and you'll also have the long...
Is he going to talk about what is the technology? And can we talk about the losses? That is burning money hand over fist. Can we talk about that? That seems like something you should potentially consider when you want to buy a stock that you're claiming is going to 1,000x.
Longer-term trajectory, which if you play it right, you can mess with both of those. This is the story of a company that has gone from virtual obscurity a few months ago to being worth a few $1 billion out of basically nowhere, and I anticipate both a dip and a rally. Now, if you want to play this, you can buy long-dated options to play off the overall uptrend, or you can...
He anticipates a dip and a rally. Okay, I anticipate that VT is going to dip and rally. Wow, I'm a genius. Everything dips and rallies. Well, some things just dip and dip and dip, which I think this stock is going to do. But saying something's going to dip and rally is not this like shockingly complex, intelligent observation. Wow.
Buy the dip strategically along the way. But overall, here's the picture I see with RGTI. Rigetti isn't just another quantum computing wannabe. They design, build, and deploy quantum chips, the literal brains behind the operation. And they offer their computing power to businesses through their quantum cloud services. This means companies can tap into Rigetti's quantum systems to solve complex problems, no hardware needed. Their focus on making quantum computing accessible gives them a huge addressable market, from optimizing stock portfolios to helping pharma giants discover life-saving drugs. Guys, I think very, very possible. Why? Because as quantum computing and quantum adoption grows and big money institutions continue to wake up to this tech, well, Rigetti's position as a...
Guys, big money doesn't know about anything, okay? Look at this chart. It's like exponential, bro. This is basically going to be the stock price of Rigetti. Trust me, okay? Rigetti is going to capture the entire market. And Mr. Platypus here knows exactly which stocks are going to win in the future. So you should buy Rigetti. All in, bro. Don't worry about the losses. Don't worry about the massive unprofitability. It's going to be fine.
A leader in this space is going to drive a surge in demand for their systems. It's the kind of long-term story that patient investors dream about and we as traders love to exploit. Again, for me, I don't really care that much if Rigetti ends up being the next big NVIDIA type of play or not. Who cares? The only thing that matters is that investors, enough people believe it will, and then we can grab some profits on the way up over the coming months and perhaps year or two. But I do think there's a lot of opportunity here. Nonetheless, I do think this is a genuinely good company. But the big difference here is maturity level. When you compare it to NVIDIA, well, NVIDIA is raking in cash on the back of immediate AI demand, whereas quantum computing is basically still in its early innings. So there's a difference in company right there, just with that alone. The stage is very, very different. For Rigetti, the story is about potential, not short-term profitability, and add in a sector rotation. Everyone changes.
Guys, nobody else can get into chips and cloud. Rigetti just has it locked down. There are no large tech giants out there that could also get into this market. No, it's just Rigetti, okay? But I like how he's kind of throwing, it's still new, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's losing money hand over fist. Buy it, bro.
case in AI and moving into small cap names, and Rigetti, in my opinion, is set to continue to rally massively in 2025. Rigetti doesn't rely on anyone else for their tech. They design and manufacture their quantum chips in-house, and that makes for faster innovation and better optimization. And if you look at trends, I mean, governments, private companies, and venture capitalists are pouring billions and billions of dollars into quantum research and development, and Rigetti is getting the headlines right now. Rigetti also has partnerships with Amazon Web Services and NASA. Partnerships are a win-win. It gives Rigetti credibility and shows some real proof of concept. So anyways, with this stock, expect big dumps, 50%, 60% or more on a regular basis, but an overall pump and dump uptrend. Number 2, Mara. So Mara is the largest Bitcoin miner in North America, and they're one of the biggest holders of Bitcoin right after MicroStrategy. If you're looking for a high leverage way to play Bitcoin's rally, Mara is it. Now, Mara has
So we go from PayPal, which is going to 1000x, okay, a payment processor. Nobody else does that. Then we talk about a massively unprofitable quantum chip company because we're going to have quantum computers in 10 years, supposedly, that actually can do amazing things. And now we're talking about leveraged Bitcoin miners. What's the first one? I'm terrified to see what he's going to talk about next.
Has been indeed an underperformer so far this year, but this will change very quickly in early 2025 as Bitcoin supercycle continues. Mara has high expenses as compared to, say, MicroStrategy, which makes her an easy short to hedge against Bitcoin bullish positions. But after a while, the truth comes through, and I expect to see a massive squeeze. Mara's short interest is some of the highest in the industry, and it makes absolutely no sense if the Bitcoin supercycle continues to come.
Why is he showing a bunch of Saudis cutting a ribbon? Is this a Bitcoin farm?
So expect a massive squeezy McSqueezy in Mara stock.
Water.
And remember, folks, Bitcoin is going to have a great year in 2025. We're going to have the most pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin administration ever. Mara is strategically positioned to benefit from domestic policy shifts, including Trump's likely focus on boosting American energy industries and reducing regulation. Mara isn't...
Zip Trader, nobody knows that the Trump administration is pro-crypto. You're the first person to observe that. And that's not priced in already at this point.
Just any miner. Remember, they're the North American leader. Unlike smaller miners struggling to survive in this competitive space, Mara has the scale, partnerships, and resources to thrive in any Bitcoin market. Right now, Mara is sitting on the sweet spot. Bitcoin is rallying. Trump's energy policies could make mining operations far more profitable. The macro environment is turning more favorable for risk assets as rates drop, and Mara has been aggressively scaling her mining capacity. And also, you got to remember that Mara is now playing the MicroStrategy strategy that is likely going to help her accelerate her returns very quickly heading into 2025.
MicroStrategy has dumped 40% in just a few days. It is a levered investment on a spectacularly volatile asset. Let's go look at Mara. Let's see how amazing this company's financials are. I know you're getting bored. Okay. So their revenue is all over the freaking place. It's all based on Bitcoin hype cycles. Their profit is all over the freaking place. But basically, they've lost money except for a few quarters in their entire history. So if you want to play Bitcoin, now's the chance. Okay? Even though it's a money-burning piece of garbage, and they're borrowing money to buy Bitcoin, yeah, it's pro-crypto in the future, bro. This is the play to 1000x. What's the market cap of this company? Oh, it's going to be, what, a $5 trillion company? Mara is going to be almost double the size of Amazon. Trust me, bro.
In terms of call options, Moomoo right now has 20 strike Mara calls selling for $5.05 right now with an expiration date of June 20th, which gives plenty of time for Mara to wake up. Okay, number 1, Palantir, the tier of the Palin. Palantir is, of course, a big data analytics company and, in my opinion, is going to be one of the most valuable companies in the world one day. It also is one of the most misunderstood.
Guys, after the massive run-up in Palantir and the insane multiples, that's totally not a bubble. Now is the time to buy Palantir because it's going to 1000x. What is the market cap of Palantir right now? Let's see what Palantir would be if it 1000x'd. So, is it going to be a quadrillion? Hold on a minute. I need to do this math. You got to add 3 zeros to the end. Hold on. 172 times 1,000. Okay, it's going to be $172 trillion of market capitalization. $172 trillion. That is probably the total value of every stock that's publicly traded in the world. That's where Palantir, it's going to 1000x, bro. Oh, boy.
understood companies. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, I've sat for years and made tons and tons of videos on Palantir and said it was a buy at nearly every price that the tier of the Palan has ever traded at. And what's beautiful about this is these videos are all still up and publicly documented here on my YouTube channel. But I did this because...
Yes, because you know why? Palantir was popular on YouTube. And you're always a hypester. You pump everything. Let's talk about stocks that you pumped that plummeted 99%. I bet you those are on YouTube. Oh, wait, I bet you deleted those. I bet you those are gone. How much you want to bet there, Zip Trader? But he was telling you to buy it at all prices. He tells you to buy everything. Everything that's gone up a lot, he tells you to buy it. Wow, he really called it, bro.
Because I believe in Palantir's business model so much. If you simply look at how Palantir is able to drive results in companies and institutions and how these parties keep scaling Palantir more and more into their operations, well, it becomes super obvious that there's something big happening here. Yet I and many others have been yelled at and criticized and called stupid for years for simply liking the stock. I had endless videos being made at me when I was screaming that Palantir was a buy at like 1/10 the price it's at now back in 2022.
Guys, all you have to do is listen to Zip Trader. Every time he tells you to buy something, just stay the faith, stay the course. Because he's totally not showing you videos he made in which he's had temporary success. Every time he has conviction. And trust me, when a stock goes up, he has conviction. If you listen to him and stay the course with Rigetti, with PayPal, with Mara, you're going to have the same results as Palantir. It's probably Chris Norland video.
One of those videos literally shows me in the thumbnail and suggests that I must be a fraud and a scammer because I liked Palantir stock at $8. Let's be real. If you bought Palantir at $8, sure, you were scammed out of poverty. If you judge a company just based on its stock alone, well, you're going to have a really hard time finding where the value plays are. But the reason that this is still relevant today is because
you're a scammer because you just imply massive returns with highly degenerate strategies like buying options on Moo, and you're bullish on everything that goes up. You look up trending stocks and you're bullish on them. That's why you're a scammer and a fraud, Charlie. It's not because you bought Palantir, you said it was a good buy and it went up. We know exactly what you're doing there, bucko.
A lot of people are looking at Palantir at 70, 80, 90 bucks and saying it must be way, way overvalued and must be a bubble. But people are they're still missing the bigger picture with Palantir. Palantir is an exponential grower. You can't value it like a company that grows in a linear and very slow fashion. Nearly every customer Palantir has is growing their contracts with them at the same time that new customers keep coming in. And look, folks, you have to acknowledge that, yes, at the same time,
guys, it's growing exponentially, okay? Exponential growth. There's no warning signs that it's a bubble. None at all. The massive retail investment, the mind-boggling, eye-bleeding valuation ratios, the AI hype, all the scammers are pumping. There's no possible way that Palantir is a bubble. And he knows the growth is going to be exponential because they're getting more contracts. They're getting more contracts. So duh, you should pay any price for Palantir. It makes total sense.
Palantir is a stock that goes up massively, goes down massively, goes up massively, goes down massively. So every time it goes down, you're going to be printing tons of haters that now have decided that no matter what your company does in the future, it's always going to be a scam. But those emotions and those opinions of people that just don't understand stock investing and stock trading, they don't make any kind of difference. What matters is what you're now.
So the stock went up during a bubble and we don't understand stock investing. But the guy that wants you to buy call options at the exact bottom, he understands investing, but he's a trader. So he's talking about like long-term investing. He like jumps back and forth. Are you a trader or are you a long-term investor? Now, if you're a long-term investor and you say, I think in 20 years, Palantir is going to be X, it's probably overvalued right now. But I think Palantir is going to be X in 20 years. That's more legit of an argument. But just saying the stock went up, so I know how to invest, is absolutely clownish, okay? He's bullish on all these stocks because they're popular on YouTube. You dopes. Are you special? Yes, you are.
analysis is, what your strategy is, what you do with your capital. Any stock, but this one certainly has massive euphoria and dysphoria cycles. Play them to your advantage. Don't let them play you. But when you're talking valuation and justification for the business itself, keep in mind that if it hadn't been for the growth crash in 2020, well, you would have been at these prices we're at today, if not far higher anyways. So many people are forgetting that a lot of this so-called bubble we saw this year was actually just making up for the unprecedented growth crash of 2022 at the same time where Palantir, the company, was growing massively. Palantir, the
Yes, it's growing, but it's not growing at the pace where you would assign it a price to sales of 62. This is probably one of the most expensive stocks in the entire market. I don't think it's growing that fast. I'm just going to put that out there.
stock was crashing at the same time that Palantir, the company, was building huge relationships with its customers, scaling up contracts, getting new contracts, so on and so forth. Palantir year over year is up around 350%, which is insane. But if you compare Palantir's highs in 2021 to current highs, it's only up about 124%, which is an annualized return of around 24% from 2021 highs. That sounds like a lot, sure, but not for a company with the exponential growth of Palantir. And that's not even adjusting for inflation. I mean, we printed so much money in the first place that it's surprising that everything didn't go up this much. You look at some other companies that trade at similar valuations, like other.
Yeah, that's why everybody thinks they're a genius. Cloud market since 2020. This is insane. I love it. I'm enjoying this. Okay. I hope this is not going to end badly. Trust me.
The software companies, Adobe is a good example. Adobe is barely scaling up at all, yet it's trading at the same valuation because people are like, oh, well, they already proved themselves with revenue and earnings. But Palantir is scaling up, and if they wanted to
Adobe's trading at the same valuation as Palantir? Let's look. All right, so here's Palantir. Okay, ratios. Price to sales of 63. Price to free cash flow of 178. Price to operating cash flow 173. What's the forward PE? Forward PE of 165. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up Adobe. If Adobe, I'd be shocked if Adobe. So Adobe is trading at the same valuations as Palantir, guys. You guys, I'm Charlie Platypus. Yeah. So Adobe is trading at a forward PE of 21. Okay, same valuation, bro. And it's got a price to sales of 9. Adobe is trading at the same valuation as Palantir. How fast is Adobe growing? Okay, so they're a more mature company, so their revenue growth is slower. He just said an outright lie. People like Adobe because it's the same valuation, even though it's like a fraction of the valuation of Palantir because they're stupid and because Adobe's established. But Palantir, yeah. I just proved him wrong. Doesn't matter. Buy his trading course.
Tomorrow they could decide to gut their R&D and all of a sudden their earnings looks closer to Adobe, but they don't because they're looking to be a big player, right? I actually think this time next year and the year after that, I'm going to be sitting here and reflecting on today's video and saying the same thing about my videos that I did in today's video and saying the same thing once again.
No, you won't. If it collapses, you just won't talk about it. And then when it rallies again, you'll tell people they should have bought call options at the exact bottom. That's exactly what you're going to do, scammer.
Hey, look at this video I made back on December 29th, 2024. Well, guess what? Palantir now has doubled or tripled. Yes. Now, backing up, of course, we're going to have sell-off cycles, of course, but you got to play them to your advantage, not being fearful of them, but just acknowledging that's a part of the reality of the stock market. If you believe in something, dips are a good buying opportunity. If you believe in something, dips are a good time to trade, to make money on the run-up, to get a steal. And I've laid out my case time and time again for Palantir to get deep into the 200s over the coming years, and I firmly believe that will happen. So strategy.
Then why are we trading it? If it's going to go to 200, why are we trading it? I don't understand, dude.
Buy shares. If you want extra leverage and want to play off Palantir's hot 2025, well, you can buy options as well. Right now on Moomoo, for example, you can get 100 strike calls dating out to March 21st for $4.80. Anyways, folks, there you have it. The top 4 stocks for high potential in 2025. In addition.
Wow. Okay, now let's buy Palantir call options. So what do you guys think of these amazing high potential stocks that are going to trillion X? Palantir is going to be a $10,000 trillion company. All right, I'm a CPA. Book a free tax consultation. If you want me to do your personal or business taxes, I do taxes for all 50 states in the United States. I do free consultations. I give you an upfront quote, and I will prepare any business entity, LLC, partnership, S corporation, C corporation. Let me do your taxes. Click the link. Book a free consultation. You can talk to me for free, and I'll give you a quote. Let's do some comments. What's up? So Zip Traders he's a great investor. Just buy call options at the bottom. PayPal is going to 1,000x. You're going to turn $1,000 into $1 million. PayPal is an engine of growth. Mara, a Bitcoin miner, after a massive rally in Bitcoin, that's using leverage to buy Bitcoin. That's got 1,000x. Just buy call options at the bottom, bro. Rigetti, massively unprofitable hype company. It's got 1,000x. It's easy. Don't think it. You don't want to see him. I did see some of this guy's vids. He talks fast and shows you penny stock that already went up 50%. It tells you that it's a buying. Dude, the grift is so obvious. Like, if you don't see it, you're a little special. This guy is good. Made so much money with him. Yeah, I'm sure you did. When'd you start investing? 2 days ago? Zip Trader is good. Don't be a moron and not know what you're doing. Oh, do I need to go investigate Zip Trader now? Do I need to go and look up Zip Trader again? Don't make me do it. You bought PayPal. Let's see. Okay, I just put 10K in each. I'll be rich. You gotta use the call option strategy. Wait for the dip, and then at the exact bottom, buy call options. What a freaking clown. Charlie gets it right a lot of the time. You just have to know what you're... He looks up stocks that are trending, and he says, buy them. That's what he's doing. Go watch his videos. I bet you if you go watch all of his videos and look at the stock price a year from then, most of them are probably down massively because he chases hype and explosive growth because that sucks in retail. Man, oh, he's slick, dude.
Hey, I told you to buy Palantir, bro. I'm a trader, but I'm also a long-term investor when it's convenient, bro.
He teaches people, yes, by buying call options, out of the money call options on a stock that's run up massively. What could go wrong? Oh, this is crazy. This is work because you can see by the amount of views that these grifters are getting, there's more retail involved. In 2021, they were getting good views, but the views they're getting now is crazy. Like, it's freaking nuts what these guys are getting. Let's see. Oh, you made money on Mara. This guy's recommending horrible trades. I don't. These are over, ran up crazy stock. Yeah, I mean, even Gil sees it, okay? You find stocks that have exploded, and you say, buy those. That's what he does. But then he's like, well, I'm a trader, so you got to, like, sell it before it drops. Put a stop loss, bro. You can't lose. Just use a stop loss. It's secure to all your problems. You can't lose money. It's impossible. And if you mess up, it's your fault. Not financial advice. Buy my options course, bro. Palantir makes only 4 billion revenue in this year, 25. Yep. Nothing to see here, folks. That Zip Trader dude is such an idiot. Remember when he was pumping out AMC videos? Guys, that never happened. See, Strongman said AMC was a clown stock, and I got legions of hate. Charlie pumped it and pumped it and pumped it and pumped it and got adored, adoration, worship. And guess who was right? But no, Charlie's really good, guys. He doesn't chase hype and tell you to buy call options. And if a stock dips, oh, you should have bought puts, bro. Oh, my God. I would not be surprised if a couple of these companies, I'm sure he's done sponsored companies before, from what I remember. A hype stock finally went up. Now buy all their classes. Now that's what he's doing. It's so obvious. Oh, I will. I enjoy this. Palantir. See, guys, they got a new contract. So it's going to go to $147 trillion market capitalization or whatever. Let's see. A lot of comments here. Platypus Face takes payments to promote micro-cap companies to pump the stock and allow them to dilute his clown followers. They fall for it every time. No, he's a good guy, okay? There's nothing wrong with a basically shell company that doesn't really do anything. That's super sketchy. Paying a YouTuber to promote the stock to pump up the price, which they coordinate over multiple YouTube channels to all release a video at the same time, which then sucks in retail and all the buying pressure pushes the stock price up, and then they issue shares. They take money from retail and they pay the influencers to do it. The influencers are the paid cons that facilitate that. But there's nothing wrong with that, okay? You got to respect his hustle. It's hustling, bro. It doesn't matter if you're scamming and screwing people. It's hustling, bro. Hustle culture. He's a young entrepreneur. I refuse to download. Yo, Namumu is going to treat you well. Trust me. I know. I'm wearing a jacket. What am I doing? Absolutely investigate ZipTrader. This guy is so awful. Don't forget about Austin Hilton, the Dogecoin million. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What a clown market. Major Tau for $2. Revenue is for losers. I just buy number go up. I'm telling you, it's not hard to be a grifter, bro. If you have no soul, you can make a lot of money. Okay, here's Mr. Bitcoin. I'm missing out. Guys, I'm missing out. You're missing out. You got to get in, guys. You got to buy now. You're missing out, bro. Why is the lamp at an... My son freaking broke it. And he also... So I had a curtain up. He freaking broke that. He pulled it down. Broke it. And in the other room, too. Oh, my God. Palantir add an average $500 million every day to their market cap. Nothing to see here, brother. Who would have known that the exact stock, nobody knows the future. This guy is an idiot. Crypto man, who are you? Why do you have crypto on your profile picture? Get a job, loser. You're going to be at Walmart forever. Crypto's not going to save you. Let's see. Getting some dark Cetaphil jealous energy. Guys, I have an investment strategy. I have plenty of money invested. I don't care if you bought a call option on Mara and you made $2,000. I don't care. I'm going to be a millionaire. I don't care. What I don't like is frauds. We have to take responsibility. It's your fault if you lose money listening to Charlie. Bitcoin's always a bubble. All right, guys. Well, that's the top 4 high potential stocks to turn $1,000 into $1 million. Do you think that Charlie is right? Do you think he has some extra insight on the market? Or do you think perhaps he finds stocks that went up a lot, which draw retail attention, and then he feeds you bullish information to create the illusion that he's providing value? What do you think Charlie's doing? Let me know in the comments below at the conclusion of this video. And book a free consultation with me to prepare your 2024 taxes. Any business, any state, you can talk to me for free, and I give you an upfront quote. And if you don't like it, you don't have to go with me. You can go with TurboTax and have them screw it up. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Cheers.